Hey guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. So, Season 5 is here, and I like the lobby background already. You got the ATK, you got the biome where Paradise Palms is, I believe it's called, and the Red Rift is in the sky. So yeah, I think the storyline is going to be a little different, but mostly the same. Now let's check out the OG pass, because I've been dying to see it, and I imagine you lot have wanted to hear my opinion too. So let's have a look. Right, so you're wondering why I've already claimed rewards. It's because it was clogging up my UI. I did make sure not to look, so I didn't spoil myself. So anyways, let's cut right to the chase. Redline Racer is the tier 1 skin. This is a remix of, well, Redline. I already quite like this remix more than the original skin, but I've said that about most of the remixes so far. It's kind of like beating a dead horse, but yeah. Got the Redline Wrecker. Nice classic pickaxe. That's a pretty sick contrail. I don't normally look at absolutely everything, but that's nice. That's a very nice looking glider. Does remind me of like some of the classic gliders that looked more different. And then you got an engine battling. Yeah, it works. Then we've got the bike to go emote. Oh, that's cool. You know what this reminds me of? Mrs. Incredible's bike, or I guess Elastigirl as some people call her. Yeah, it reminds me of that, except Redline doesn't have elastic limbs like she does, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Then we've got a red added style, or I guess crimson would be the colour. Does look nice. A bit of a closer look. I do like the gold on the shirt. That is pretty cool. Oh, this is a unique pickaxe. It's a fishing rod. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that the remix, the skin that the remix here is based on is Sunstrider. Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. We got the rubber ring bat bling. The original skin had one with like a llama corn. That's cool. Oh, that's another solid contrail. Look at that. The little like buoy chains, if that's what you call them. I'm not a surfing expert, but yeah, that's sick. And then we've got a surfboard glider. Now, I noticed immediately the sound effect it played in the animation. They have recycled it from the Chapter 2 Season 7, like free glider you could get. That was also a surfboard. Nothing wrong with reusing stuff if it works. But yeah, it's nice to have that. Tie Strider. Yeah, so I do believe her name, the original skin's name is Sunstrider. She looks cool. Definitely looks like a more hip lifeguard. But I'm not really a lifeguard expert, so I don't know how you guys look. Got another emote. Oh my god. They did not just parody Baywatch. Oh my god. That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder if it looks different for a male skin. We'll have to see. And then we got a more of a, I want to say lemon color scheme. I don't know. We got an orca or a killer whale on the end of the pickaxe instead of a shark, so that's cool. And a style for the glider. Oh, now it's an orca for the battling as well. That's cool. And then you've got the other Alice style. I prefer the original, but the blue looks nice on her. We got the Drift remix. I like the effects. The dance is certainly a choice. The Drift remix looks nice as well. Didn't drastically change him too much, but definitely gave him a different outfit. The pickaxe looks nice. Ooh, now that's an interesting change for the glider. The tail's like a snake, but yeah, you got the iconic colours. Ooh. I know it's another shield, but the rift effects look very nice for that. And you got the contrail. I don't think they could have done much to change it, really. Rift Reaver Drift. I imagine there's an added style where you can take the mask off, but yeah, it looks really nice. I like the gloves. I just noticed the fingertips are like the rift effect as well. Or like the drift effect rather, but yeah, that's awesome. And then we got the last page. Oh, that's a nice reference. This colour scheme references like Catalyst, I believe the skin is called. I wonder if I get a remix of her. But yeah, that's nice. Purple and like black and silver. Like those are some good colour choices. Oh. Yeah, I wanted to look at this pass for quite a while, but obviously I was busy making Donkey Kong Bonanza videos. But yeah, it's nice I finally got to see the pass in full. It looks really cool. Now, without further ado, let's get into a game, because I'd like to see how well they did justice to the season once again, which I think so far, with all the seasons, they've done a pretty good job so far. Good old Paradise Palms. Good to be back, even though technically I never went there in the first place because I didn't play during Chapter 1 because I was cringe. But anyway, I suppose I should talk about how Fortnite was at the time, looking back at older videos. If Season 3 and 4 didn't absolutely skyrocket the game, Season 5 was when things really went down. Like, fun fact, this was the earliest Switch players could play Fortnite. So that's a cool little fact to learn. Another thing to mention too was, of course, like most video games that go viral, parents and news people who have no idea what they're talking about. Like, you know, instead of blaming the parents for being terrible at parenting their kids, they blame the video game. Everybody's favourite thing. Not. Ah, there's the ATK. I'll drive that in a moment once I go through this building. But yeah, TLDR, Fortnite's popularity was very, very big from this point onwards. And like I mentioned in my first impressions video for Chapter 6, Season 4, they listened to complaints. Like, from the previous two OG passes, people weren't happy that they picked item shop skins for Fusion. So it's like they listened. They listened and chose Battle Pass skins, which I think is great, honestly. Personally, I liked the skins of the previous passes, but it's good to listen to your fans. It's quite important to do that. Right, the ATK is still there, but there's someone nearby. Aha, there you are. Now what? Right, I think it's a sign we got to get out of here. Yeah. This was one of the first, if not the first vehicle ever added to Fortnite. And honestly, good start because it's good fun to use. Although the fuel and miles per hour meter weren't there from when it was first introduced. Oh no! Oh well, that's not a good start. Come on, up you get. There we go. The slurp cactus weren't there before either. Yeah, near the end of this month, Kevin should be making his return to the island. And hopefully, since that's how they've been doing it so far, he'll take the same path he did back then to Loot Lake. So that'll be fun to watch again. Alright, where are you? Trying to teach a history lesson here. Here you are. Alright, it would help if I had my shotgun reloaded. Ah, silly me, I didn't follow the most #1 rule. Always have your weapons fully reloaded. Silly me. That's not good. Oh my god. That's pretty scary. I don't think I'm going to get much loot out of here because someone's got a grenade launcher and is making this task really difficult. Alright, the place has pretty much not got much loot. Oh yeah, I just remembered this. From this OG season and hopefully going forward, Epic have introduced a new rotation known as Expert. I believe they made it so you can queue into a match with no bots. That's right, no bots, all players. Obviously, I'm not doing that because I am not as good as most of you. But it's nice to give that option because one of the biggest complaints with OG's return was bot lobbies. So it's good that they address that too. I also forgot to mention as well, the 80k I was driving, it was pink and all. That wasn't a thing originally. What you were seeing the 80k as was how it was back then. Um, I have a wrap equipped, and wraps weren't a thing until Chapter 1, Season 7, so yeah. And one extra fact about the ATKs, if it will let me. The top is bouncy. So use that with whatever advantage you can use with that. Oh, that was so close. Right, that's going to be it for this video. So, just have the ATKs back. There is a lot you can do with them, as I've taught you, kinda, in this video. I noticed the red rift is still in the sky after the rocket event. And, yeah, I spotted the camel with the, what's the best way to call them? Fast food drink? Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. There's some other structures you can find around the desert biome too, which I recommend you look out for. I believe there's a T-Rex as well you can find, but yeah, overall I'd say, once again, they have done it justice, and the pass actually chose Battle Pass skins, which I am glad they took to heart as much as a company can, but yeah. Looking forward to the other seasons as well. The one I'm the most excited for is Season 7, Chapter 1, Season 7. And no, it's not just because of a potential other Links remix, although yes, that is one of the reasons. What would be the cherry on top is if it started around Christmas as well, just like it did before. That would make things extra special. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Fortnite's first ever proper vehicle added to the game. And I hope you guys will enjoy this season, especially with the expert mode, because most of you guys are sick of dealing with bots.